the red, our Zerg player, easily the greatest Zerg in StarCraft 2 of all time.
I am NesTea.
And now to our blue Terran. Everybody,
I am MVP.
everybody's been saying he's the favorite for the tournament backstage here. But so far against I'm NesTea, it doesn't seem to be the case.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I am fairly certain that that was the first Terran vs. Zerg that I'm MVP has lost in a tournament since Hydra took a game on Steps of War off of him in Season 3.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
So that is actually a long streak, because he's not just playing the GSL. There are little other tournaments over here. In fact, he went, what was it, 10-0 in the Race Wars tournament, I believe. MVP just kind of like all killed everyone. So if I'm recalling these stats all right, it's actually like a gigantic win for little Mr. NesTea, Professor NesTea of the Zerg Academy of Fine Arts.
PhD.
That's right.
NesTea going to go with Hatch first, mixing it up. Now, these locations, I think, do favor Terran.
Yeah.
Especially mid-game.
You know,
mid-game is actually hell for Zerg.
The strong pushes you can do through the little choke area, very, very difficult to deal with. As we saw, you know, Hydra versus Jinra on here. Jinra just pushed through there so beautifully, and it was quite hard for Hydra. Now, there are some ways that Zerg can counteract that a little bit. Looks like I think he did see NesTea's Overlord there, by the way. There are some ways, though, to counteract that somewhat. You can do things like expand far away from your opponent. Don't put all your tech structures in your main base. That'll make you have them longer. Don't put an extra hatchery there. You know, get your drones out in time. Make your layer at your natural instead of your main base. There's a lot of little tiny things that you can do to try to counteract that push that may come later.
Looks like we have not an all-in bunker rush, but one to kind of force the Zerg to panic. Sometimes Zergs overcompensate for these kind of rushes.
NesTea never overcompensates. NesTea is very confident in himself.
NesTea is basically the chosen one. Uh-oh.
NesTea is never going to have a midlife crisis stasis. This guy will never be driving a Porsche for any reason
gonna be
other than he's won too much money.
That's right. No midlife crisis for NesTea.
No.
You know why, Artosis? Because he's doing what he wants to do and being who he wants to be.
And that's
being
NesTea.
a pro gamer. Everybody was like, NesTea, you shouldn't be a StarCraft 2 pro gamer. You weren't as good in StarCraft 1. He's like, LOL. And then just won $87,000.
Yeah.
Giggled all the way to the bank.
That's the way to do it, man. I love giggling all the way to the bank. Money won, Tasis, is twice as sweet as money earned. But you know what?
Said.
All the money that NesTea wins, he sure as heck earned.
No kidding. Talk about an amazing story, really.
Yeah.
NesTea actually, I am MVP as well. They're both very, very charming guys, but NesTea, hold that thought. I was going to say, he's especially friendly guy. Yeah.
Ooh, a very fast third base. This is
a
super duper cool strategy.
Yeah.
And here's why. When you actually take a third this fast, what NesTea's basically going to do here is drone like there's no tomorrow. As if tomorrow doesn't exist, Tasteless. There's no Monday in Korea, just this last Sunday. Just make drones until the
last
cows
day
come
of the
home.
world is
That's right. And
Sunday.
he's going to make enough drones to buy a spaceship to get out of here. Okay?
There you go.
That's how many minerals this guy's going to be
Those
mining.
aren't cheap.
No. And he is actually just droning up insanely right now. He's already up 30 drones against just 22 SCVs. And it's a little bit of a gamble, absolutely. There's no question there. But he knows, these positions is going to be pretty hard. He may delay his attack because he can do such a strong attack through the back there. But if NesTea has 3 full bases running at the time that I'm MVP has just 2 full bases running, his economy is going to be way far ahead, and he's going to actually be able to do a really good job, especially when we see, oh man, this is actually just all working perfectly because I'm MVP has gotten no add-ons on his barracks. He's teching up quickly while working on his economy. So I'm NesTea is completely fine doing this. This is beautiful play by NesTea here. Just such a smart move to do.
To be honest, I have a confession, viewers and Artosis.
Yes.
I genuinely thought it was going to be a 3-0 for MVP today.
Well,
I'm already totally wrong.
You are completely wrong.
Do you forgive me?
Of course I forgive you, Tasteless. I'm MVP is so scary. Everyone agrees on that. But NesTea is fearsome. I'm MVP may be scary, but NesTea is fearsome.
Would you dare use the word ferocious?
Oh, my.
I would say actually that's MVP. MVP is ferocious, but I'm NesTea is fearsome.
That's right. I'm MVP is a lion, but NesTea is a hyena, a giraffe, and a hippopotamus.
Wow.
He is everything tasty.
You might as well just put hippo on there. Did we nickname one of these players the hippo?
I don't know.
Because, you know, hippo's a deadly animal.
It is indeed.
In fact, I'm going to do it right now. MVP is the hippo Terran.
That's terrible. He's so skinny and small.
No, here's the thing is, hippos kill more people than any other animal in the world.
Yeah.
I think I said this in a previous cast.
Yeah.
I think this is a glitch in the Matrix, and I'm repeating myself.
You are.
But,
that's okay. You're getting old.
People see, I'm getting old now. I'm getting dementia. People think, oh, it's a hippo. They get close to him in the water and stuff. You know, it's a cute little hippo. I'm going to pet him. And then the hippo's like, it opens its mouth up, and its tooth is the size of a Coke can. And you're like, oh, God.
That's right.
And that's MVP.
All right.
The hippo Terran.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, dead on.
Now this Banshee coming out. Try to do some controlling, but a Spore Crawler is out.
Look at that perfect timing with the Spore Crawler.
Yeah. As it arrives, second Queen on the way. Banshee going to do absolutely nothing. Right now the drone count is at 56 compared to just 40 SCVs. And Stim is 1/4 done for I'm MVP.
He has stacked upgrades for the Stim and the combat shield, so he's not going to be attacking anytime soon.
That's right. Baneling speed on the way. Creep is out into the middle of the map. And he's the best thing. NesTea is actually playing so well. I wish I could pause this and just tell you guys every single amazing thing that NesTea is doing right now. Look at your mini-map. Notice Creep going through that little back path all the way. That is so it's going to take him longer to build turrets and depots and bunkers and whatever he wants to build down there. It's going to take a lot longer. It's going to cost him scans. It is just a beautiful, beautiful move by NesTea. He's just rigging everything into his favor.
Yeah, this is quite brilliant. Spire almost complete. Now, here's going to be the telling moment. Is will MVP go in there and manhandle him with his push towards the main? Also note, he seemed to be very comfortable keeping some of his tech in his main as well, so that's going to be pivotal.
Now, it looks like NesTea may be thinking about a counterattack relatively soon here. Might want to bust down some bunkers with even Banelings just to slow down the production of I'm MVP, because right now, NesTea has a big lead. He's taking the top right base. It's going to be his 4th base while MVP is on 2. And supply-wise, we have 132 for NesTea, 94 for I'm MVP. You're not going to find a better macro Terran than I'm MVP, but yet he is getting way outsupplied because of that quick 3rd base.
Okay, it's coming. Note the aggressive creep spread towards the Terran's potential attacking points here. I'm NesTea. I guarantee he was not feeling that comfortable right now, pushing like he would against any other Zerg.
No, absolutely. This is a scary situation for him, Tasteless. And NesTea, look at that. He just wants to slow it down. He's building a lot of spine crawlers just to slow. Probably would want to start rebuilding his tech elsewhere.
Nice dodge there.
You know,
forcing a Stim.
NesTea so far has played an almost flawless game here. Only if he had his tech maybe at his natural instead could it be any better. And look at that, cutting off reinforcements with his Mutalisks. This is like artwork, Tasteless. This is absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful.
I used to get this feeling a lot at top level StarCraft 1, and in StarCraft 2 already this early in the game, I am getting this, Tasteless.
He wants to force another Stim. A little bit of miss micro there by NesTea, taking too many shots.
Yep.
The reinforcements are almost there. NesTea is actually banking on just holding the Terran's push and eating up the map. And notice the unique push style. He doesn't break the rocks down. Very deliberate way to push here.
Yeah. And notice that NesTea just deals with the Marines that come up there. The Spine Crawler is going to slow everything way down. He's making a ridiculous amount of units. Zerglings, Banelings. He does have that top right base. Not a lot of drones at it yet.
I love this.
Keeps cutting off the reinforcements. It is a sight to behold, Tasteless. NesTea taking out Marines, taking out the missile turrets, and I'm MVP even having to come back right now.
Losing 2 mutas there.
Yeah. But
But
he is holding him off. He's slowing him down. He's making more and more banelings. That's why his supply is slowed down a little bit. He's only at 161 against 130 of MVP. And MVP has decided, Tasteless, he has 2-2 upgrades, so that is pretty sick. It is time for him to push through. NesTea may even want to, turn around and maybe just go do a counterattack, let his main die, but I don't think that's his plan, obviously. He has a lot of units sitting here waiting. Here comes some banelings! Goodbye, Marines.
That was pretty straightforward.
That was a big mistake in Micro right there.
I think NesTea is about to lose. I don't think he actually has enough to take on this push.
Oh, I think he does. I have a difference of opinion here, Tasteless. I think NesTea can take this out.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is I think MVP is about to lose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
he's a silly guy.
I think so, Tasteless.
He's doing a great job of just holding. NesTea does a great job of holding his position.
Yeah, and he just keeps on cutting off reinforcements. It's so beautiful to see that. Just killing more and more Marines with those mutas. Yeah, sacrificing some, but he's getting his economy up at different bases.
He's going to go for the Spire here. That'll trigger the assault.
And here we go! A ton of Zerglings and Banelings going through. Beautiful tank on the ramp, slowing everything down.
Whoa!
All NesTea has to do is take out this entire army. Can he do it? Yes, he can!
Whoa!
Tasteless.
Damn! When NesTea kills your army, he takes it all the way back home. Unbelievable.
Even taking out Medivacs as they retreat with those Mutalisks. He has lost his Spire, unfortunately. That's okay, though. We'll have to see if he can do this, Tasteless. It's still getting pretty hard.
Actually,
these 2-2 Marines are doing a great job. NesTea spent a ton of resources taking that out. He does have a good economy still, but he's losing a lot of his tech buildings, unfortunately.
NesTea is in a difficult situation all of a sudden. MVP is actually much more resilient than we thought. He's pushing. Now the focal point here is the fact that the Zerg might lose the layer.
Yeah, he's already lost the Spire. He may lose the layer as well. In fact, he's rebuilding the Spire and the spawning pool. It's natural, which are going to be taken out shortly thereafter.
Not a good location to take that.
Slight mistake there. Should be building them at the other bases that are further away, going to take longer to attack into.
So, I don't know, actually. I mean, I thought NesTea had this, but...
He did a great job breaking through that push, but I'm MVP at this point. Doesn't have a third base yet, just started his third command center.
Well, that Thor in the mix messes stuff up, too.
Yeah, those mutas aren't going to be nearly as effective. Can't climb around in a clump.
All right, let's see what happens.
Well, here come the Banelings. There go the Banelings. And NesTea losing too much, man. I think he's going to lose this. Banelings hitting a Thor.
Uh-oh. That should actually be it.
Yeah,
you might punch out GG. Now. GG, I think. Wow, MVP, even in the hardest moments, can just bounce back.
He can indeed. Tasteless 2-2 upgrades. Really strong pushes. Really, NesTea did a brilliant job there. So few mistakes to what he did.
Man.
Amazing, amazing play.
Talk about staying on 2 base for a long time and making it work.
Yeah. But it looks like NesTea doesn't want to give up yet. He does have these other 2 bases, so he's still got a similar economy to I'm MVP.
True.
Because the army I'm MVP has right now is just so fearsome. So many siege tanks. The Zerglings and Banelings are going to have a very hard time getting to those Marines.
The only way NesTea could win would be to just hold out and prevent Terran from getting to third base, but now he's losing so many overlords. Uh-oh.
Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness.
Goodness gracious, Tasteless.
Oh, my heavens to Betsy.
Great Banelings of fire.
MVP's got a third.
Yeah, that's... I was going to say the beginning of the end, but the end of the end is a more accurate way to describe that situation.
Well, this is over. I think NesTea is basically digesting his loss.
Yep, taking out what he can.
GG.